We're going to go ahead with our next example, and we're going to take a look this time at a quadratic function. Now, if you recall, with a quadratic function, we know that that means that we're going to have some sort of parabola shape, either up or down. And so let's go ahead and take care of that first parent function with graphing it. And as you can see, we're back to our -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. And so start with filling this out. -2 squared is 4. -1 squared is 1. 0 squared is 0. 1 squared is 1. And 2 squared is 4. So if we go ahead and graph this, we've got -2, 4, -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, and 2, 4. So then I can go ahead and connect my dots to make a beautiful parabola for our parent function. Now, we then need to go ahead and take a look at this new function. First thing that I see is this +4. This is the one thing we've been seeing a lot of lately. This means that we're either going to move it up or down. And in our case, it's a +4, so it means we're going to move it up. So I'm going to go ahead and put in my verbal description that we have a vertical translation up 4 units. So if we start out writing our rule, we'll have our x and we have our y, and y is going to be up 4. So then we take a look at our second part, and we have this 1/2 in front of the x. And it's inside the parentheses, and with inside I always like to think opposite. And if you recall, this implies that we're either going to have a vertical or horizontal stretch or compression, which means because it's inside, it's going to be horizontal, so we need to figure out what our b is. And so we know that it's 1 over b, so it's 1 over 1/2, and which means that our b is 2. And so that tells us that our factor is 2. 2 is greater than 1, which means we know that it's a horizontal stretch. So we will go ahead and write this out as being a horizontal stretch with a by a factor of 2. So that means that because we're talking horizontal, that all of our x values will be multiplied by 2. So we can go ahead and write that here. I'm going to put my 2x here and my +4 here, so I know that's what I need to do. So going ahead and filling in this table, -2 times 2 is -4, -1 times 2 is -2, 0 times 2 is 0, 1 times 2 is 2, and 2 times 2 is 4. Now we're going to add 4 to all the y values. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 4 is 5. 0 plus 4 is 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. And 4 plus 4 is 8. So now we have our points, and we can go ahead and graph. So we start with -4, 8. We have -2, 5, 0, 4, 2, 5, and 4, 8. So then we can go ahead and graph this by connecting the points. And then the last piece that we have to do is simply to find our domain and range. Our domain for our x values, as you can see, it goes for x from negative infinity to positive infinity, because if we wanted to keep going, it would keep going. And then for our range, the lowest value is 4, and it is included as a point, and it goes up forever, which means we have positive infinity.